Rakdos has returned to Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Finally. It's early in the morning, and I was so excited about what was going to happen today, I didn't sleep very well. I kept thinking about how we would best use this item combination, the Madman's Eye, allowing our unit to get an additional turn if it's the only squad member, and the Boiling Blood, which gives them huge buffs depending on how many squad members you have left. I did some brainstorming. I thought about every unit that we have the potential to use, and it came down to two different units that would be great with this combo. The first one was the Vampire. I used the Vampire a ton in my playthroughs of the game a year ago. The Vampire is incredibly good at self-sustain and can fight with pretty much tremendous odds against them. They can heal themselves with their ultimate. When they go into this Bloodthirst, it doesn't spend an action, which is really nice, since we only get 2 actions compared to the enemy's 4 at the start, and we get a buff that allows us to heal based on the damage we deal. The only problem with the Vampire that I found is that the Vampire would be in position 1, so the Vampire will be using Bite or Blood Strike. The other moves of the Vampire cannot be used in position 1, even with their upgrades, as you can see here. So they would be using Bite or Blood Strike every single turn. I could modify it to deal more critical damage or to stun the target when it crits. For the Blood Strike, I can have it hit 2 enemies, pretty nice. Or I can have it deal stronger damage against one singular enemy. But the lack of actual move options was why I really kind of didn't want to go with the Vampire. Part of me wanted to because you guys haven't seen what vampires can do yet, and they're really, really cool. But the secondary candidate was the zombie, actually. Let's pull up Run Sun here as an example. So the zombie can do tons of things from position 1. They can volley, they can buckshot, igniting mixture, they can use their more powder, they can't use bombardment, but that's really not their best skill, and they can use cannonball. So there's only one skill that they can't use from position 1. They do a mixture of magic damage and physical damage, which is very, very important in handling with various different types of enemies. And on top of this, they have Plentiful Buckshot, which I demonstrated a couple videos ago in a video called Crouching Zombie Hidden One-Shot, where I used the more powder to stack up damage buffs. Deals 100% damage for the next attack and can stack. So I did more powder 3 times, 300% more damage. I used Iratus' spell that allows the next move to be an automatic critical hit, and used Plentiful Buckshot and wiped out the entire enemy team in one shot. That sounds super viable with this setup because we get 2 actions per round. So the way I see it happening in my head, round 1, we use more powder, we use more powder. Round 2, we use more powder, and then we Plentiful Buckshot. So we get 3 stacks, super quick. The enemies will get maybe like each will get 1 turn if my zombie has high enough initiative, and then I will just make him crit and kill the whole enemy team. Now, if they have blocks, that will cause issues, so whatever spells I use, I'll have to get rid of their blocks. But I think a zombie is the call here. Let's make it happen. We are going to create a zombie, and we can't name him before we create him. I don't think, no. Do we have great parts here? Got a weapon. Blood. don't have a good armor. We have a pretty good flesh, so let's just make a strong armor here. At least a blue I'm looking for. Sorry, I'm a little sleepy, so forgive me if I'm a little stumbly. 8.3, so our chance went up a little bit.
Skeleton will clean up this mess later.
It's meant to be. It is meant to be. So let's make it happen. We're gonna go 1. Where was the other one? 2, 3, 4. Fill.
They will be expecting cannon fodder, but I will give them cannons instead.
Yes, they will not expect the undeniable power of SOLODOLO. And we are going to change the skin, of course. We have all of these parts. Next step, we're going to give him... Should we give him our strongest brain? This would make him even stronger than almost all of our units here. But I feel like he's going to be getting a lot of experience. I don't know how the experience is divided up in this game, but if he truly is the only one in the fight after the fight, he might be getting a lot of experience. Might incentivize me using a level 18 brain. The level 18 brain will still let me fully kit out his skills, even his wrath ability. So I think level 18 is okay. I don't think we have to push it all the way to 21 or 22. There we go, so we got that. And then the finishing touches, we're going to drop the Madman's Eye and the Boiling Blood. Bam. Alright, so let's make sure we pick the right powers here. So we need initiative, so we're going to go this route here. And ignoring ward is really good. We don't care too much if it ignores resistance because we're going to do so much damage.
I expect results.
Oh, we're going to get them with Plentiful Buckshot, where we have to take this so that we hit the whole enemy team. This method hits 3 people instead of 4 and ignores armor. That would kind of get around the problem that I was talking about, making sure that I can get all of the enemy's armor stacks off. And it just doesn't hit 1 person, which I would easily be able to kill on the next round. Huh. Maybe we go Whistling Buckshot. I have a lot of artifacts that remove block from enemies when the battle starts, and I have quite a bit of spells that hit the enemies as well. So we're going to go with Plentiful. Hopefully that's not the wrong call here. There are a lot of enemies that can give themselves armor through various means, so we're going to take a gamble. I just like the idea of all of the enemies dying at once. So, Igniting Mixture. I've fallen in love with this move since I've been playing with Run Sun. This move's actually super good. 3 turns of tons of damage, and it hits so many people.
Know how to unlock the true potential of necromancy.
I could give him a stress move. Then he would have magic damage, physical damage, and stress damage. Curses the target, dealing stress damage every turn. They lose luck, accuracy, and evasion while they're cursed. It's pretty good. No. Nope, we're going to stick with this. Can you imagine how much damage this Ignite is going to do after he's buffed with this Boiling Blood? Let's go ahead and grab the Cannonball upgrade first before we go super far in the other upgrades.
Back to battle.
There we go. No more initiative bonuses. So for the more powder, we don't need trench loading. What we need is even more powder. I'm glad they buffed this. This used to be a lot weaker. It used to only give 20% damage and a block and a ward when he did it. This would be pretty safe to do. This could make sure that he lives no matter what. Just keep stacking up blocks and wards. Doesn't gain power nearly as fast. By the time I would have 100% damage here, I'd have 200% damage the other way. The blocks and the wards are so good though, because you know there are enemies that put status debuffs, and there are enemies that cleanse my buffs that I have, and do a lot of different annoying things that the ward and the block would help me get around. I actually think we're going to do trench loading. I'm changing up my ideas for my build here. The automatic crit should do tons of damage anyway, and he's alone. He's by himself, so he really does need all the protection that he can get. And it's okay if we have to keep stacking him up. You know, that's totally fine with this.
Serve me well, my minion.
And then we're going to, for bombardment, this doesn't matter so much. It's pretty much whether or not I want accuracy or luck. And we'll go accuracy, I think. Yeah, we have to go accuracy because this would have given us 20 accuracy with each stack. This does not give us accuracy, so we're going to have to do that.
Prove yourself worthy of my investment.
Thankfully, the boiling blood will be giving us 18 accuracy. It's pretty good. Okay, anything else here? No, I think we're... Oh yeah, derp, the stats, of course, the stats. We can also pump up his accuracy here, which we'll do. 3 for 5 is still good. Let's do that. Yeah, he can't miss. Cannot have him miss. Any initiative? Yes, definitely want. I'm going to have very high initiative. Actually, I'm going to max that out because that's super important. And then damage. What should we got here? 9 for 2 is probably not worth it when I'm getting 14 for each unfilled slot. So let's play defensively. Let's get you some armor. That's a good trade-off here. Yep. Gonna take that up to 2 requirements. 3, 3, and then 2. Brutal. This is SOLODOLO, and he will conquer the mortal realms. Alright, so... And we might as well test him. That is my thing here. Even if we lose him, we lose 2 items that we weren't going to lose or use anyway. We might get back some of these parts. You know, we might retain 1 or 2 parts. If your units die in battle, sometimes you recycle some of their parts. And it's just 1 guy. The worst thing about losing him will be a strike to my pride, as I haven't lost a unit so far in this whole playthrough. So let's make sure he has the right equipment to do well here. We definitely need to remove a block and a ward from all the enemies.
My undead feature.
This will make them lose a block. That's phenomenal. For the Spirit Chainmail, we are actually going to switch it out to either give them minus accuracy or give him 6 armor. We're going to give him 6 armor, I think. He's not very evasive, so Mist Robe's not too great. And the War Drums, I really love the War Drums. Those are just such a good item. I like the Golden Rose. For the first 2 turns of battle, all minions deal plus 25% more damage. That will compound with our damage so well. But this kind of does guarantee that for the first couple turns he'll be going first and have a chance to get his blocks and his wards set up before the enemy can really do anything. Let's play it safe first. Let's play it safe.
Make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
And then if it ends up that we need a lot more damage, then we can switch that out. And do I use a consumable here? Actually, you know what? We're going to switch out the golden rose, and I'm going to use a spider web to make the enemies lose 8 initiative. So this is what we'll do. The rise of Solodolo. Oh no! Okay, I just realized a huge problem. I actually did not have so few minion slots that I could only take him in solo. There, now we can take him in solo. Anything to do here? No, we don't have enough Digger Souls. No talent points to spend. I could use the what's it called, distillation, to give him a 10% damage bonus, but I think we're okay. Yes. Yes. I carry big. So they don't have any blocks, which is perfect. That's exactly what we were looking for. We are going to use this to buff him up. Let me just see. He does 90 to 92. He does 90 to 92. Actually, this guy gets a little bit of damage when I use my spells, so let's chill on the spells for now. I shouldn't have to do any spells at the moment. Let me just look. Yeah, this does 72 to 74. That's so much. This person has a ton of accuracy. None of them have a ton of dodge. With my accuracy, I should easily be able to hit them. Trench loading. Got it. Wow, what a huge damage boost. And yeah, he just goes again. Trench loading. So this should give me another block and another ward. Yeah, it does. Sweet. Alright. Look at him stand there. I'm glad I did this route, actually. Very glad that I went this route. Okay, what are you gonna do? An execute stance? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. What is, oh, jeez. At the start of its next turn, it deals a metric ton of magic damage to a random minion in the first or second position and moves them to the back, and it does not miss. Uh-oh. You have 230 life. This is going to do 130. And the guaranteed crit is not enough right now, so we have to trench loading. Trench loading. Alright, now how much are we dealing? 158 guaranteed crit. I still do not think that it is enough. I think we have to wait till next turn. But we'll have 3 blocks and wards. So even though this doesn't miss, as long as they don't take away all of our blocks and wards, we should ignore the damage. Yeah. Easy. Nope. Nope. You get 2 turns. You get 1 turn. You did do damage to me. That move removes all blocks and wards. I'm really glad that he went last. So he gets 2 moves right now, right? Yeah, he gets 2 moves. So I should use trench loading one more time first. Make room for Big Boom. Fate.
Predestined.
Boom! Ah, yes. Yes. Increases Iratus' spell power by 18. Okay. Oh, this is a minion item. That's pretty interesting. I feel things. I feel crazy things. That was immensely satisfying. Okay. So, we're good there. Didn't get enough Digger Souls to do anything. Which route do we take? We can shoot over here for the elite squad, fight an elite version of that crazy enemy, head up here to get some items. I do want to focus on the steals because I'm realizing that now that Iratus is super high level, it's very hard to level him up. I thought that he would gain a ton of levels just from the fights and the library being maxed out, but the amount of experience he needs between levels is quite a bit. So we will still be shooting for all the steals that we can. Sorry, got an itchy nose. Ah. Okay. So we can get 1, 2, and double elite fight? Are you serious? 3, 4, boss. Yeah, we have to go that way. We absolutely have to. He didn't get a ton of experience. SOLODOLO did not. So, interesting. It's good to know. I don't know what a lot of these do. The minion restores 100% vigor when an ally dies. That's for a lich. Wizard Bones, yep, know what that does. Broken Orb. Minion receives 1 block and 1 ward when an ally dies. Weird. Weird. So much self-sacrifice stuff. Well, this is pretty bad. That's pretty minor for an ally death. This is pretty great. Although, does nothing if the minion's already at full health. This actually does something if the minion is already at full health. Interesting trade-off. I don't feel I'll use either of these ever. In this playthrough, at least.
All for my future kingdom.
Alright. What are you looking at here? More of this blind knife lady. Oh my goodness, I just realized of all of the fights the Scare Squad actually could have participated in, it was that last fight. Wasn't it? No, there was a construct. There was a construct in the front. Never mind. I just didn't give a crap about his armor. Well, this lady actually purges. The female construct, the Golden Golem, purges, and so does that guy in the back of blocks and wards. So as much as I want to just have SOLODOLO run rampant on this floor, I think that I'm better off bringing in the counterattack team or the Misfits here.
My sense of direction might be getting rusty.
Are you dissing on me, Iratus? I picked the right way. That's for sure. I might be taking a bit long. Misfits or counterattack team. High magical resistance on all of them. For the most part, I think. It's gonna be the Misfits. Alright. Take out the Golden Rose. So the damage that I dealt was without the Golden Rose, because I didn't attack for the first 2 turns of combat. So, that's something. We're going to take the ribcage armor off. I think. Yeah, my units aren't super evasive here. So we're either going to do... Spirit Spear is too good. That is too good.
I will make mortals tremble before me.
How many stacks of the Spirit Spear do you have? You've been doing some killing blows, I think. 4 stacks, yeah, that's quite a bit. Alright, yeah, we're putting on the Spirit Spear, putting on the Spirit Chainmail. We're going to try to farm up some stats here. Getting the War Drums so that we can... Actually, War Drums isn't super good for this team. Is it? Yeah, it's pretty good for Chuck Norris to be able to get that extra initiative to reduce their initiative in the beginning. And they lose a block. Yeah, that's the best. That is the best that we can use. We're going to save our consumable items for the Elite Squad. Let's see if we can put any points here. feel like one of these defensive stats would be pretty nice. You have such low resistance. Actually, let's give you some more damage. A little bit more damage. Okay. Chuck Norris needs... He's already maxed out there. Could save up for another damage boost. Crit is pretty good on him. Do I have better rags? No, not really. A little bit of magic resistance here, I think. Well, he has blocks and wards. They barely ever get through those. Now let's save for the damage. Then it looks like I already checked her and decided she didn't need anything. These guys are chilling, and we're good. All right, I'm still reeling from that last battle. Lots of blocks and wards. I can cast my spells freely, thankfully. So maybe we slake with darkness just to get their wards off. I think that's a pretty good move. There we go. A little bit of stress damage back here. Tons of magic resist. Yeah, we're going to be using magic damage on Chuck Norris on the first round. So I think Acid Spit is the call for the Golden Golem. Yep. Oh, she got the proc to make her lose all of her armor and resistance. That's really good. Okay, I think that we drop Winter's Onset right off the bat here. Yeah, let's just dominate these guys. Bam. Huge debuff. We're not going to stack up the buff on the zombie because we learned our lesson from last time. Instead, we'll get rid of that block because the bride will need to be hitting eventually here. So get rid of that block, hit everybody for a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to buff up with the bride because we're going to be using her Bloody Rose next turn for huge damage. Alright, heal your peeps. What was that? What did that even do? What did that even do? Yep. Moves her forward. Alright, gonna be Chuck Norris's turn. They're all gonna be pretty close to dying here. So let us... He has the most life. I'm gonna try to save my mana. It looks like my mana got a little low there. Yeah, let's Winter's Grasp him, try to move him forward so that he can take extra damage when she uses her move here. Spreading out the damage isn't the best of ideas, but hopefully this pays off for us. This only takes 10 mana, but I'm still not going to do it. So we can't use Wrath abilities. We're trying to generate Wrath here at the moment. And we can do that by using a Spider Swarm. We could Cocoon her, but could Cocoon her. Nah, I think Spider Swarm's better. Yeah, we need to generate Wrath anyway. Yep. Bloody Rose. Lots of damage. Do we give her a buff on top of the buff she already got? I don't think so. Yeah, still stick with the saving mana plan. Blam.
Soon embrace your new existence.
Tons of damage, and maybe a plentiful buckshot for the kill on a couple of them. This is the last chance that I'll get to to hit them. So damage 5, 10. Okay, 4, 4, 11. So you will die for sure. This lady can heal though. She gets to go first as well. I think this will deal more damage. And it's very cheap. Well, actually, no, it isn't. That's 15 mana. I thought that was more, I thought that was cheaper. Even this thing's less mana and does a lot more damage. I want to guarantee it. I want them dead.
Impale this wretch.
Bam, bam.
Being born was your first mistake.
And then she runs away.
Opposing me?
Yep.
Your last.
Nice. Not bad at all. Quick cleanup kill for the Misfits here. Blade all means get 6 attack to the end of the battle. Okay, decent. Decent. We did get a level up for Iratus. We were looking to get some more spells in the Destruction Tree, but we'll need at least 2 talent points for our next one. We should have enough Digger Souls for something, unless, last I remember, a lot of these took 200. Yeah, the ones that we really want take 200. Yeah. So we are good on all that. We're going to just keep saving up. What is our next location? Another fight. So many fights. We'll throw Quelag in here. Bam. And what do we got? Every one of the fights have contained at least one unit that cannot take stress damage. I feel like this is very by design. I like that the stress damage dealing units shined super early, but are now not as applicable. I mean, I could still bring them in, let's be real. And once it's down to just the Golden Golem, the Scare Squad could kill them with physical damage. That is something that could easily happen. It just feels wrong. It just feels, you know, not right. Okay. So, a elite warden. I don't think we fought one of those before. Please don't have more armor and block, or armor and resistance. We bring in the counterattack team because they're pretty much unkillable. And I actually think that it's not a good matchup for SOLODOLO because the warden, when he goes into his stance, he reduces the damage that his allies take. I'm pretty sure. We don't want that. We want this to be, the enemies to be relatively squishy that he goes into. So, yep, it's going to be them. Let's make sure our artifacts are set up. Definitely Spirit Spear, definitely Spirit Chainmail. Ring of Decay is fine. Yeah, these are great. 15 Vigor. You know, 15 Vigor towards all enemies in the beginning was a pretty significant buff to their life, and I really focused on using these for the Scare Squad. 15 Vigor is kind of nothing now. Yeah, I don't even think we'll notice that.
It embellishes my undead features, no?
Alright. Ooh, you have some skill points that I didn't look at. Almost to 17 for that next block. Alright, continue to show me how amazing you are, counterattack team. Yeah, our mana is actually going down from fight to fight now, so let's be a little bit more careful about that. Buff you up. Is there any specific stuff that we want to get rid of? Some wards maybe. Oh yeah, let's look at you. You do have a little bit more block and resistance. Only 4 more, at least, so that's not too bad. Tons more life, still immune to debuffs. Panic Wave seems good to help me get off this ward, and we'll Slake.
Evil restore.
There we go. Nice. And for her, although we did find out last time the Agony Blast is absolutely nuts to single target damage a unit, she can't be ignited, and she is immune to debuff, so it would kind of have to be her. She might not be able to actually heal herself. I don't think she can heal herself. So this would be absolutely insane to do, because it would put the Ashes of a Burned Witch on her before she ever gets to move, meaning that she takes the fire damage as soon as humanly possible, both times. Are we actually finally fully over the counterattack routine? Are we, did we develop a better strategy here now with this Ashes of a Burned Witch and everything? This game is so cool because even the same team strategy continues to evolve. Yeah, let's do it.
My kingdom comes.
Each of these do 12 now. So she just took, oh my gosh, she just took so much damage. And then I could actually maybe even kill her. If she didn't have a block, I could kill her. But let's put up the Aura of Retribution. Actually, this lady can cleanse things like that. I still think it's best. If I had one more Wrath, I could have used a move here. Yep, take some damage. AoE heal, yeah, but not to yourself. Yep, and you did not hit her. Nice, good ward. Okay, repulsive mark on you. You did lose a ton of attack and dread there, so your shield's a lot weaker now. But part of me wants to just get rid of this block. No, I think I can kill with the Blood Phantasm. Actually, Blood Phantasm has that debuff. I already forgot. Well, we're definitely not going to use... Well, would get rid of Dangerous Waters, but I don't care about 30% more damage on you. This guy doesn't do a lot of damage, almost at all. Get rid of your last ward. Put another AoE buff on. Put a little bit more damage on her. Yeah, that seems fine.
Carve open their husks.
And now... So she's going to take 64 damage. Not close to killing her, really. Could kill her with an Agony Blast. Is she even really doing anything to us, though? Not really. She'll die in her own time. She's just going to buff and cleanse, which she's the only one that's in pain right now. So I think going into her stance is pretty good. I'm going to use the stance exclusively on this guy to try to drive that guy crazy, because that seems to be a really good way to handle the Warden. Nice. It worked. Eternal Wrath. Right? Yes. No spell this turn. No, no spell this turn.
Terror will overflow.
did his stance. That's fine. We're going to get him out of that stance. That heal's no big deal because it doesn't target you. Gotta get your magic resist off. She did get cleansed of the aura. Totally fine. Yep, we'll put this right back on you, I think. Yep. Substitute World's pretty good right now, because I can kill her with pretty much anything. Actually, she's just dead anyway. So what we're gonna do is put a little tiny ignite on her for extra bonus.
Have a warm end, my friend.
To our Substitute World. Huge buff. And then we're going to put the trap down. No. Not the trap. Yeah, let's just kill you.
I didn't think it would be this easy.
And then we're going to get you out of your stance. Huge damage. Alright, and now he has that massive buff. Gonna get him going forward, dealing some damage here.
Revenge for me.
Maybe leaving this lady alone is a bad idea. Huge damage. Okay, okay. And then don't cleanse. Sweet. Worked hard on these buffs. Don't you dare remove them. Okay, we're working our mana back up with the Blood Phantasm, so I'm not nearly as reserved. Yeah, these enemies are insanely sweet looking. This place has been so much fun to run through because I don't know almost anything about these units. I'm learning though. I'm learning. I've fought maybe like 9 or 10 fights with certain guys like this in there, and yeah, they've definitely been pretty challenging. Meyer Marauder, were you here like 10 minutes ago? Did you get to see SOLODOLO?
Have a warm end, my friend.
Smack.
This will be your end.
I will show you SOLODOLO. It is one of the most proud things that I have ever seen, that I've ever created. I got an item at the end of yesterday's stream, and it inspired me to make a unit, and I will show you what they do. Alright, so what's this lady all about? She's gonna die to him, so I can continue to maybe drive this guy crazy. No, actually, I think... Oh, you... Wait, what? Why don't you have any block and ward? Oh, this actually removed your block and ward. Okay. What move to do? Alright, hurry up and choose a move, because I gotta show you. Gotta show you SOLODOLO. We're gonna kill... I want this thing dead so that I don't have a chance, so that it doesn't have a chance to remove my buffs any longer. So we are going to kill it.
Give them no mercy.
Like that. And now we blast him. Dang, he didn't die. Oh, cool. This is the time to buff yourself, surely.
Become part of the breathless tide.
Huge crit.
Impale this wretch.
Drop some damage. Get the kill. 113 crit. Easy peasy. Maybe we can get a heart attack. This would be the first heart attack this team has ever seen. Nope, no heart attack. And you're dead. That move is so good.
Mine is the winning side.
Yes. Alright. After a victory, he heals 40 mana for each unit that fled. Not super useful for us. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day. As always, peace, peace.